A story mountain is basically the way you structure a story. We have a character, so here she is, and I talked about this a little bit last time, and she sets off on a path on the story. This is her ultimate goal, to get to the end. When we begin a story, our beginning is an introduction. And yes, it's an introduction to the characters and to the setting. That's normal, that's what you do. The language you use at the beginning of a story and what you describe, what you introduce at the beginning of a story should excite the reader. But then something has to happen, like a turning point, some kind of situation where the character can no longer turn back. They're now part of the story. The easiest way to think about a story, the starting point, is to go, I have a character, they have a problem, and they need to resolve that problem. The rest, you can learn, but that's your basic understanding of a story, and then you add to it. We have to realize, or we have to understand, why are they part of the story? If our character, here she is, why does she take part? Something has to motivate your character. Our characters learn something about themselves. If your main character at the start of the story is a mouse character, at the end of the story, they have to become something a little bit different. They have to learn something. They must have gained an experience from the story. Then you have the major dilemma leading into a final conflict, which eventually resolves itself whichever way you want to resolve it. Then you have a time where, I guess, the characters can sort of reflect. So there's a resolution and reflection, working out what happened and why and how things have changed.